What's up, guys, and welcome back to Beyond the Void Horror Podcast. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review of a movie that's an anthology called Tiny Cinema. Let's check it out. So a new anthology has just hit VOD and is out for you to watch. It is sort of horror, but also more comedy. There's kind of a mix of things that are in there, definitely appealing. At least the first three or so are definitely horror-esque. But this is a anthology that has a lot of different things in it. There are a lot of laughs to be had and a lot of ridiculousness to be seen. So what is Tiny Cinema all about? Tiny Cinema is about a mysterious stranger that tells the twisted tales of seemingly unconnected strangers caught in a series of otherworldly events whose lives will change in incredible ways forever. This is an Epic Pictures Dread Central Presents movie that just came out. It is on VOD for you to rent. It is from the director and writer of Butt Boy. Yes, Butt Boy. If you didn't see that, I think it was like last year or the year before. I didn't catch it, but I'm kind of interested in seeing it now. Tyler Cornick is the writer and director that I'm talking about. He's also based this Tiny Cinema off of a sort of like a comedy group that he used to do on Instagram when they first started doing the minute-long videos. He wanted to make something that would be kind of along the lines what I consider to be 5-second films, which are these like really over-the-top, absurd, like funny and kind of disgusting videos. But they did that on Instagram for a little while, and I think he took some of these stories and kind of repurposed them, extended them. There are some new ones in here, and it is a lot of fun. We got writers Ryan Koch and William Maureen, and a cast of a lot of different people that look familiar. I'm not really sure who they are, although Tyler himself, the writer-director, is also in one of the segments as well. There's 6 total. I thought there was 5, but I might have missed one, short one or something. We also have Paul Ford, who was in the Field Guide to Evil as one of the shorts for that, which was actually a pretty decent short anthology as well. He is the host of this whole thing, and I actually really like him in that position. I think he actually does a really good job of kind of being funny and just matter of fact. These are stories that are very subtle, small, and tiny, and they are kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I won't spoil any of them for you, but here's an example of one of the shorts that you start off with. It's a short about a group of friends, and one of them says, "That's what she said," and one guy becomes obsessed with it and goes down this dark rabbit hole of what that actually means. And it's just kind of like a play on words. One has a story about daddy issues. One's like a story about a guy who can't orgasm anymore. There's a ton of different shorts in this that are, I personally started laughing out loud immediately. Like the first 3 shorts in particular are my favorite, and then the rest are still good. But as far as comedy goes, like I really feel like the first 3 were the best. But there's still a lot of fun to watch towards the end, and you kind of get the idea. They just kind of extend this on out. You know, it just depends on how many are good or how many are not. But overall, I think this is actually a pretty damn good anthology. Now, is it as horror as I want it to be? No. But there is a short in this film that actually does have a woman who is making friends with a dead person. And some of the first ones are kind of creepy and insane too. But all of them are supposed to be kind of tongue-in-cheek, silly, absurd humor that Tyler has coined as the type of humor that he has kind of ironed out over the course of doing this comedy group and all these different shorts. I honestly could watch an entire series of these, to be honest, so I really enjoyed it. I would say that all of them, the sum of all of its parts, is probably about a 7.5 or an 8. It is definitely worth the watch. It isn't a extremely horror, but if you want an anthology that has something that might make you laugh, if you like the stylings of like 5-second films, but only in longer segments, obviously, than they did, that group went on to do a movie like Do Bro Party Massacre 3, which is just an obligatory name that they came up with to do a movie. It's kind of of in that vein. It is actually shot pretty well, and the comedy timing is really pretty funny and pretty good here. There is definitely a lot of like grossness in this movie. There's a couple of segments that really push the boundaries here, and the finale to one of them called Bust was interesting, let's just say. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. If you are into these kind of things, I think you might want to check it out. Like I said, not exactly super horror filled, but I think it will be appealing to our crowd because, let's face it, we got a sick sense of humor, and so does this movie. If you like absurd, over the top, dark humor that isn't afraid to kind of make you squirm a little bit and disgust you and go there, this is definitely going to be the Anthology for you, okay? Anthologies are really kind of a hard thing to not spoil, so it's like, you know, I don't know what I can and can't say other than to describe my experience, because these are such short little segments. It's like everything's pretty much feels like a spoiler almost. So you'll just have to trust me on some of this and maybe watch the trailer and see what you think. I just recently saw the trailer and was like, oh, I gotta check this out. And as soon as you see the trailer, I feel like you're gonna be the same way, regardless of what I say. So when you get done, check out the trailer and the information down below, and make sure you give me a comment, a like, and a subscribe while you're down there, and also hit that bell icon so you know when I got other videos coming up. But thanks for stopping by, guys. As always, long live the void.